Hello, beauties. It's Nadine Eureka. I was called to make a video to just answer a couple questions. People have asked, what is a mystery skull? What is her holy temple? And so I just want to take a moment to talk about it a little bit. So, mystery skull is usually a program, a container where secret knowledge, ancient knowledge, is revealed to initiates and students along the way. So her holy temple is in that lineage. It's the same thing. We are holding a space to provide a sacred ceremonial container for women to dive into the ancient knowledge and wisdom which we know is there. Everything we feel in our cells, in our bones, and we know it. And so we're creating a container for women to come together and experience and be revealed these ancient mysteries. So, her holy temple. We begin with looking at the world we've been born into. And so one of the aspects that we begin with is really looking at the systemic aspect of our reality, which is patriarchy. And please know, this is nothing against men. This is nothing like that. But we have been born into a system which has certain power dynamics, certain assumptions that are built into our reality that we may not have ever questioned before. And we're in a time where it's obviously very clear that a lot of systems are breaking down and a lot of things are coming into question. So we begin our journey with really looking at, oh God, what is the world we've been born into? Our family systems, our relationships, our work. And we step into this very sacred container, looking at this larger aspect of reality. And we begin to tap into our soul's longing and our soul's journey as we weave this deeper information of our soul into our present day reality with our relationships, our work, our home, where we live, like everything. So that's one piece. We work archetypally, so we explore 13 archetypes of the divine feminine throughout a year-long process. As you may know, we are doing an intensive year, which is 4 retreats during a year where we explore 13 archetypes. Please know that, of course, it is the best way to go through the program, like through, to do all 4 retreats. But please know that sometimes things take a little bit longer. So you can do a retreat and you can stay engaged in Holy Temple and work through your own timing, because I'll say that. So, what's so magnificent about a mystery skull is we begin and we dive into, okay, what is the reality that we're born into? So, the paradigm of all these systems we're in, patriarchy. And then we begin to look at our relationship to, as women, our relationship to the masculine. And so we unravel all of that. At the same time, we're really tapping into our relationship with the Great Mother and Star Mother. So the Great Mother being like Earth, the Divine Mother, this like ultimate creator, this energy that is holding us, that is birthing life itself. And then Star Mother being that part of us that we know there's something beyond this like fleshly realm. So we're looking at our origins from this earthly realm and celestial realm. We move forward, diving into our relationship with the masculine. And we need a sacred space for that as women, to hold that, to really just hold this sacred space of what it is to be a woman. What is our relationship with the masculine? And we begin to play with the archetypes of Kuan Yin, Green Tara, and what ultimate forgiveness is. So, in this journey of our Holy Temple, we begin with the Great Mother, like Earth Mother, Star Mother, like you are held, you're here. And then we move into Green Tara, Kuan Yin, these archetypes, the goddess of compassion, like what is it to be in forgiveness? To really have this place where we can move into higher realms of our effectiveness on planet Earth. So let me move into priestess. What is the priestess archetype? To me, the priestess archetype is really acknowledging that you are a woman who has come here for something bigger. And that could mean that you are doing this in your everyday work, in your family. It doesn't mean that there's like some big career or thing like that, but you are like in tune with God, with Goddess. You are here as an evolutionary emissary of light on earth. So that is how we begin this journey. So we look through our relationships, the masculine with the feminine. We go deep into the sisterhood wound. And we create this divine container where over a year and over 4 retreats, we have other opportunities available through her Holy Temple, but we really explore the ways that we haven't been, held in what it is to be a mother, a lover, a wife, a parent. And so we explore all those dynamics. And we have tools. We have tools. So we move more deeply into providing tools into our ascension process. So meaning like, if we're stuck in our world, I'm like, oh God, I'm a mom, I've got kids, I'm like, wow, like everything's like this. We step away, come into retreat, which is oftentimes what's needed, to step away from the mundane, step away from like the everyday of our reality, right? And we come into retreat. We sit with other women and we discover, what are they doing? What are they experiencing? And we provide a container for everyone to develop some tools which help us elevate our own consciousness and our relationship. All right. So that is simply one aspect of her Holy Temple. And moving forward, we go deep into our sexuality, into what it is to be a woman and be a woman who creates life. And that power doesn't end with just creating a baby. The power doesn't end if you don't have a baby. There is an immense power in the womb creatrix. So we look at that. We move into other aspects of feminine embodiment. And weaving and dreaming. And what it is to actually be a sacred ambassador of activism, and what activism means. Sometimes when we're young, we have activism like we go out and we do marches and we fight. And then when we get older, we might have this place in us that we realize that we are all one, and we come into this like deep place of knowing that we can change the world when we change ourselves. So it is a super, super, super sacred, amazing experience. I hope you will join us. It's hard to write about. It's hard to talk about. Please reach out to Nisa or myself. It's deep, big work. but it's also super fun and delicious and lovely. And I'm so excited you're considering this process. So reach out and let's begin. Many blessings.